Welcome Godfrey's Gullah GeeChi tours here in Charleston, the original Jerusalem. When the British took it from us at war, King Charles II, he named it Charlestown. This is Jerusalem, the Holy City. The Gullah GeeChi warriors stole their freedom back when the Stoner Rebellion took place, the greatest rebellion of all times. The Gullah Wars is when the Gullah GeeChi warriors conquered their slave masters. We are the bloodline of Yah. The curse of slavery is now over. And now we get our names back. Gullah is the bloodline to Yah. The kindred blood relationship to God.
Indigenous
Yah.
fam, I have another good one. This one has scientific genetic evidence proving that we are indigenous to the Americas. Go ahead and use this video to shut up those Pan-Africanists. Let's examine the DNA of those who are living in modern-day Egypt, which they call ancient Egypt. I mean, the Museum of Cairo is there after all, which explores the history of the ancient Kemetic people. It has mummies in it, there's Afro pics, there's all sorts of things in that museum. Yes, I've been there to visit. Take a look at these folks. Now, take a look at this right here. It clearly states that this is their DNA. R1b, G2a, and mtDNA, haplogroups H and K. You all have heard of Ramses, is that correct? The guy from the Bible? Yes, him. Well, let's take a look at what his DNA is. Pharaoh Ramses' DNA is E1B1A M2. Who else in the world has that same DNA? Oh, is it the so-called African Americans that has the same DNA as Pharaoh Ramses? Oh my goodness. Didn't they brainwash us to believe that modern day Africa is the motherland? So then why are all the people with the ancient Kemetic DNA in America if modern day Africa is the motherland? Somebody help me. Help a sister out. Someone, please explain to me why the majority of so-called African Americans in America has the E1B1A. People in Africa with the same DNA as the so-called African Americans are the Bemileke, the Ewe, the Ga, the Yoruba, and you see the list right here of all the different people with the E1B1A. Those with the E1B1B haplogroup would be those in the Horn of Africa, in Ethiopia, Somalia, Egypt, and all those, which proves that not all people in Africa are African. We're not all the same people, all so-called black people. Bear in mind, we are the original people of the earth. We were everywhere, all over the earth. People who look like us and similar. And last time I checked, A comes before B. E1B1A is the oldest DNA. Let's not forget our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, y'all. E1B1A shows up all throughout the entire Caribbean, but mostly in Haiti, Haiti, Saint Passe, in Jamaica. Yes. Dominican Republic, St. Andrews, but again, it's all over the Caribbean as well, but mostly in Jamaica and Haiti. We're all the same people, y'all. We are the same people. We come from royalty, okay? Royalty, not slaves. So why don't those people in Giza have the DNA of Pharaoh? I mean, isn't that ancient Egypt over there in Giza? Isn't that what they taught us in history? That it's over on the continent of modern day Africa? So I need someone to explain to me why the so-called African Americans are the ones with the Egyptian Kemetic DNA, why all of the artifacts, the cities, the pyramids and everything were found right here in America and in the Americas. All of the artifacts, the Garden of Eden found right here in America. After all, the pyramids in modern day Africa, Giza, were actually modeled after the pyramids in America. Yes. Why? If modern day Africa is the motherland, why was everything found in America? Please help me understand that. And last but not least, why are the majority of people with Pharaoh Ramses' DNA in America? Why aren't they over in modern day Africa? Why are they in America?
Gullah, the bloodline of Yah. We were punished and brought back into Egypt again with slave ships here into Charleston. Now we wonder, what is our nationality? Who are we? Who are we?
This is a test right there. So here we go. Chinese. China. Russian. Russia. Italian. Italy. German. Germany. Swedish. Sweden. Korean. Korea. Egyptian. Egypt. Nigerian. Nigeria. Black.
Tell him, Pastor. Tell him, Pastor. Black, nothing.
I hope you were able to successfully identify the issue.
The lion won't sleep tonight, 'cause we woke now, and we woke now. I said the lion won't sleep tonight, 'cause we woke now, and we woke now. They want us to sell our souls to barter profit, like God's property. It's hard to market, so we steady to aim, keep your eyes on target. 'Cause when you got to drive, yeah, they'd rather you park it. But I don't valet, you ain't getting these keys. I'm keeping closed hands, I'm on bended knee. I'm just a reflection, dealing with 8 sections. Art mixed with life, you can feel the convection. Your lion won't sleep tonight, 'cause we woke now, and we woke now. I said the lion won't sleep tonight, 'cause we woke now, and we woke now. I said the
Black people can't be anti-Semitic. We are Jew. You understand what I'm saying? We are Jew. So cool out. Until you do your facts, until you really do the facts with the fake indoctrination that y'all put into the schools and all that, you know what I'm saying? We're not following y'all rules.
The entire Bible is about black people. Not only was Jesus black, but every character in the Bible seems to be black too. Yeah, Zephaniah and Jeremiah and Jebediah, those all aren't white people names, okay? And Jesus wasn't some tan, partially melanated Middle Eastern person either. I'm talking straight up black dude, okay? Even in the book of Revelation, when you get the vision of Daniel, he's describing someone with feet like burnt brass and white woolly hair, and we've got the deep running water voice with the red eyes, and you guys, he's black. The Jewish people are black people, like Kanye was right.
So we're supposed to we're just being told that anti-Semitism is now criticizing Israel. Anti-Semitism is anything they want it to be. They can't even define it. They admit in this bill that they've passed through the House that there's really truly no actual protection for Jews, but they're just making it up as they go because they want to say, well, but Semites, which we shouldn't even be using that word anymore, because most Jews who practice the religion of Judaism are culturally Jewish, even if they don't practice the Jewish religion, but they're culturally Jewish. Like many are culturally Christian. Many of us celebrate Christmas, but we're not Christian. That's cultural Christianity. It is what it is, right? They can't define it. They're putting all these rules on us. We shouldn't even allow them to use the term anti-Semitism. It's not real. Most of these Jews are not Semites.
You can convert to Judaism. You can't convert to a blood family. You cannot convert to a race. Judaism is a religion. That's all it is. Judaism is a religion. That's all it is.
Judaism is a religion. That's all it is.
They're not Semites at all. They're not Semites at all.
They're not Semites at all.
In fact, most of them are communists from Russia.
Without getting too semantic, or at the risk of getting too semantic, does it matter that the Jews are not Semites, or does this phrase anti-Semitism just means hatred for the Jewish people? They're Ashkenazi, they're Eastern European Jews.
the DNA tests that they've done on the Israelis that are living over there, they're Eastern European Ashkenazi Jews.
So when he's saying he's coming to redeem, while he would say, redeem Israel, oh God, out of all their troubles. First thing they need to be redeemed at, more dangerous than Hamas, more dangerous than Muslim neighbors, are internal, these, and there's another biblical name, these who say they are Jews and are not.
Guys, can I ask you? Here's what I would like to say to you, Rabbi, since you're quoting scripture, okay? The one that's relevant to me is, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness. And if you'd like to dive into a little more scripture, I think what's relevant is Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. And I'm speaking directly to you, Rabbi Shmuley. Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie.
Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie.
And I'm speaking directly to you, Rabbi Shmuley. And I'm speaking directly to you, Rabbi Shmuley.
And I'm speaking directly to you, Rabbi Shmuley.
The fact that you would try to say, I am Jewish and this is what I believe, and do and say the things that you are doing. People can see and hear evil, and what you are doing right now is an act of evil. The lies that you are telling, not just on me, but also on my family members, are a good example for the world to see what we are referring to when we call something radical Zionism.
I just had a rabbi give me an analogy. He said, look, imagine you left your home and then someone came and occupied it, and then you try to get it back, and then they went to the judge. Have you heard some of these analogies? Maybe you can.
Yeah, that's assuming that, that's taking it into a place which I don't usually go. That's making the assumption that today's Jews are really the descendants of the ancient Hebrews that used to live in that part of the world some 3,000 years ago. That's making the assumption that today's Jews are really the descendants of the ancient Hebrews that used to live in that part of the world some 3,000 years ago.
That's making the assumption that today's Jews are really the descendants of the ancient Hebrews that used to live in that part of the world some 3,000 years ago.
I'm about to show you something extremely controversial. It's even illegal in the state of Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, my DNA. Now, I bet you thought it was going to be a lot crazier than that.
This TikTok caused a storm online, with many debating what his results, which show no trace of being from Palestine or the Middle East, despite being Jewish, mean.
Today, it is prohibited, and you can Google this, to do a DNA test in Israel. Totally forbidden. Wrong. It's illegal. It's a crime. You'll be jailed if you do a DNA test in Israel. Why? Because they know the truth will come out. You come from Poland, you come from Ukraine, you came from Europe, you came from everywhere else. And they were the original Middle Eastern Jews who lived together with the Muslims and the Christians for centuries. For centuries. So what happened to a lot of the Jews?
Black people can't be anti-Semitic. We are Jew. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what you are? You're an ancient Israelite.
Ancient Israelite, that's who we are. That's who we are. So, if you give me time, if you give me time,
we don't have
so many years.
I know. Look at this. This is pages and pages of notes. And I promise we'll give more teaching. But here is my challenge to you.
All right.
I'm hearing some of your traditions. It's like the days of the Bible.
Yes.
Do you want to remain ancient Israelites, or you want to be Jews? Do you want to remain ancient Israelites, or you want to be Jews?
Hitler was, and the Nazis, of course, expanded on Margaret Sanger's approach to eugenics, right? Eugenics was a movement that was born in the United States under hard doctrines of racism, with the intent of eliminating the tribe of Judah in the African American community in this country, right? To eliminate them. with the intent of eliminating the tribe of Judah, with the intent of eliminating the tribe of Judah in the African American community in this country, right? To eliminate them.
Genesis chapter 11, verse 10 explains the genome.